Having hope is absolutely critical for anything you want to do in life, especially if you're wanting to lose weight, if you're wanting to achieve a certain goal or milestone, if you're wanting to do something in life that, is just a dream. But there's one critical thing that you must do in order for hope to not only just be a dream, but to become a reality. My name is CJ. This is Evolve Strong with CJ, and I help you lose 10 pounds and 5 inches in 28 days. I do a lot more than that. As you all know, I've been a trainer now for well over 25 years combined. Grew up fighting and moved out at 16, never moved back in with my family, never borrowed a cent from my family either. From the age of 16 on, I've been on my own. So when you talk about an individual who has had to have a lot of hope in life, it's I. But it's only until my latter years that I realized hope and dreaming are hopes. Let me step back here. And I'm going to get to the crux of my podcast today. Hope without tons and tons of action is just a dream. And in order for dreams to become a reality, you have to take action. You have to do something in order to move yourself forward. And it doesn't matter a lot of times at the beginning what actions you are taking until you kind of figure out which ones help move the peg forward on this game board called life. Sometimes actions that you take can move you backwards, and those are called learning lessons, right? But if you start doing the things every single day with consistency that help you move forward with the goals that you're trying to achieve in life, and you do it over time, again, with consistency and mindfulness, you could achieve anything, anything. So at 16, when I moved out, I was coming of my own, and I thought well, first off, came from very humble beginnings. It was a family of five growing up in a 2-bedroom trailer right off of Paseo and San Pedro. It was the Jade Park Mobile Home Park, dirt roads, and I was a trailer park kid. And my dad lost his job when I was pretty much in elementary school. And we grew up with my mom's salary of being an educational assistant and a bus driver at the time. And then she had to get a third job at the Union Hall, which eventually she now became the executive vice president for the American Federation of Teachers. She's the only educational assistant to ever achieve this status at a national level. And it's very proud of that. So again, she also too had hope and a dream, but took a ton of action. And she started from the ground up. And now she's one of the most powerful union goons out there. So I'm very proud of her. But same thing with me. I lived in this household, and they couldn't afford college for me. They couldn't help me achieve what I wanted to achieve. So I had to move out, and I had to do my own stuff. And I moved out in the martial arts academy and basically used to teach youth how to fight. And then I myself used to fight. I took a ton of action. Basically moved out, and I lived and breathed and eat, fighting. The National Martial Arts Academy under Ho Young Pak. And took it through the USK and NASCA rings and, became third place nationally. It was a precursor to UFC. My base style is Wushu. My fighting style is Sanshao. And at that time, that really is the beginning of my ability to take tons of action in order to achieve the goals that I wish to achieve. Who would have known at 16 years old, growing up in a 3-bedroom trailer, to become, a NASCA champion? And that was really where I was born, and that's where I got on the straight and narrow. And then at 21, my dad had a heart attack, and I ran his company for 8 years, and I lost myself. I really did. I was living his dream, but it also put me through college. Got me my alumni status through the Harvard Graduate School of Business with OPM 36. And, I got my AT work done at the University of New Mexico on a full presidential. So I was pretty driven for quite some time in everything that I tried to accomplish. But then huge failures hit and the rug was torn out underneath me. And it was me. It was me. It was all me. At the beginning, I used to blame others and I used to blame, my circumstances and I used to blame, but I could have fought. I could have really like gone foot to foot and arm to arm and with my own family and taken back that which I had grown, but I was weak and I pretty much lost everything. And you know what I lost most? Hope. I lost hope. And so what I used to do is drown myself with vodka and tequila or whatever bottles that I could find and any other kind of pain pill that I could figure out. And I eventually lost everything. Lost everything. There is nothing more humbling than, getting your car towed away and getting your house repoed. Um, Especially when, you were flying high with millions of dollars in the bank account, and then you wake up one day with $5 in your account, hungry and looking for work. And that's what I did in 2008 after I lost everything, pretty much homeless in my truck. And I had drank myself pretty much broke and dry and all that good stuff. And that's when I started my career again at Sports and Wellness, cleaning toilets of all places. Then they found out that I was a fighter and they put me in the group fitness room. And here I am, 2024, decades later. And that is, but at the time, I had no hope. I was cleaning toilets, a Harvard MBA, cleaning toilets. You know how sad that was? But it was the most humbling experience to where I guess the foundations that I had built historically couldn't weather the storms. But today, the foundations that I have built can finally weather the storms. And I'll tell you, Evolve has had its ups and its downs and it's all around. So I actually had to close my brick and mortar in 2011, 2012 when they built the Paseo del Norte interchange and we lost a whole bunch of people. And I just couldn't afford the rent there. And it was my first round back out into the whole field of um, wellness. And then I worked out in parks for, a half a year. And some clients that have been with me now for 17 years worked out in those parks and in buildings when it was raining. It was so in parking structures in Old Town. We worked out in this parking structure when it was raining. It says like, but those are some of the best and coolest workouts. I rented a little studio called Studio Sway and we worked out there on Saturdays and it was just, and then we opened up our Candelaria location. And then we were starting to boom and go, and then all of a sudden COVID hit. And here we go again. Boom, But guess what? I didn't lose hope this time. And you know what? I persevered. Even working out in those parking lots, we rebuilt. Any of those that we owed at the time, I paid back again in 2000 when COVID hit. Never missed a payroll with the COVID. I went toe to toe with everything. And now today we're rebuilding, and holy shit, 7 months later, I'm training superstars. They're coming to see me, of all people. That little old CJ, the guy who has bumped his head in so many ways and fashions and all that good stuff. I've went through breakups. I've buried my father doing all this. Life kept going. Do you know what? I never gave up. I never lost hope since 2008, after I started back in this field. And in 2012, when I actually started Evolve, so I got those dates wrong. 2012 is when I started Evolve. And then 3 years later, 2015 is when I closed the first one down. We needed to renew the lease, but I just couldn't afford it with construction going on. And I couldn't pull in enough clientele to sustain. And then now I've gone straight through. Even during almost a failed business adventure, we didn't skip a beat. We even moved in here with concrete floors with basically no hot water. And guess what? 6 months later, we're there. And now we're getting ready to rebuild our showers and our restroom banks. And we're moving forward, guys. But what got me through that is hope. But I took a shitload of action. And I can say a lot of individuals at the time were saying, we shouldn't do that. We can't do that. How are you going to do this? What's going to happen here? What's going to happen there? You know what? I couldn't hear all those voices. I had to take my own path and I had to do my own thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I have some great mentors out there. I have, Pete Cullen, Christine Cullen. They have been there Philip Minicucci. These guys have just been amazing individuals. You know, my bankers with Rob Mangoni, who's been there, who's helped me through some major times. I mean, I guess I listen to my mentors. I listen to people in my team, um, my own confidants. You know, my partner Adonis has been just phenomenal. But I had to take my own actions, and yes, I hit my head a few times. Do you know what? We're still here and we're still persevering. So this is a message to you. If you find yourself hoping and dreaming and not being able to accomplish the goals that you need to achieve, more than likely you're not taking enough action. And especially in the weight loss journey or in your physical journey, more than likely you're not taking enough action. And if you're just starting in your journey and you're just beginning to listen to me and you're not achieving the goals that you wish to achieve in the time frames that you want, remember, you did not get to this position overnight. It took years and years and years of different habits and different decisions that you made to get here. Especially if you have gained well over 20, 30, 40 pounds. You cannot gain 20 to 30 pounds overnight. That takes months to years. So you're not going to lose it overnight. And sometimes, especially in our middle age, if you're younger or if you're older than this middle-aged area that I specialize in, more than likely we have different set of circumstances. But for the vast majority that listen to me, we're dealing with changes hormonally, physiologically, that we have to figure out. And it takes time to figure that out, guys. It takes time. And there are ways that we can. There is hope, though. There is hope. I have 100% success rate. So there is hope. But you need to allow yourself time and a shitload of action. You can't just do this for 1 week, 4 weeks, even 3 months and expect miracles. Your body will adapt and we'll figure it out, and we have to figure it out together. So don't give up hope, but take shitloads of action to make your dream a reality. So if you want to lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, you got to stay at it. And then those habits have to form, and then we have to figure out the right formula for you. Make sense? Hey, I really appreciate you allowing me to be part of your fitness journey. I am humbled every single day at the opportunities that I am given because of you guys. I sincerely appreciate you. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you guys all the best. I'm heading out to a Dallas vacation, to a seatbelt convention starting Thursday. I will be returning Tuesday. So watch out for the subs that are available. They are amazing instructors. So enjoy my absence for a bit. 505-591-4700. 505-591-4700. Reach out if you wish for me to help you. Text and voice is great for that line. And then also too, guys, please share this. I appreciate that a lot. Again, remember, start strong, stay strong, always be evolved strong. Later.